Amateur.
Aue.
Is this what you wanted to show me? A mushroom?
Fascinating, isn't it? Some of the rarest species of flora I've ever seen. Carol says there are mushrooms growing in these woods that were thought extinct decades ago. And that tree over there? I'm pretty sure it just winked at me.
I did not realize you were so interested in nature, Tony.
Oh, I'm not. I have terrible allergies. I'm just petrified to be inside.
Tony.
I know. I'm sure it will be all fine in the end. I mean, look at us. First time I laid eyes on you, I assumed you were gonna swallow my soul. And now here we are, two friends, enjoying a moment.
Tony, I cannot believe I am saying this, but the first time I saw a Dread Maiden, I screamed in terror.
Really? I would not have guessed that. How did you overcome said terror?
I beheaded it.
Oh, of course. I'm sure there's a lesson there that will haunt me in my dreams tonight. Well, I suppose it's time to get back to the old abbey before Caretaker sicks the hounds of hell on us. Well, hound.
Are you sure? I could stay outside longer if...
No, I'm good. Better, in fact. Owe you one. Besides, that tree I mentioned that winked at me before, I think it just took a few steps closer.
Hey, can I ask a favor? Thanks, Hunter.
Hunter.
I need to meditate soon. It's important that I keep myself regulated.
Hello, my sweet girl.
I don't say this lightly, but nice work out there, Eddie.
Oh, you are gonna love this. So, how's the whole saving the world thing going? Sometimes, I even impress myself. Fascinating.
say this.
What do you mean, feel welcome? What have I been doing this whole time?
Probationary, remember. Now you're a trusted ally.
Wow, that's great! Should I prepare a speech? The ceremony? And when do I get my badge?
There is no ceremony, and we don't have badges.
Oh, bummer. Is it cool if I design a badge for the team?
I'm sure I can find you some markers and construction paper.
Yeah, I was thinking more like clay, you know, so Tony can make a mold. I had some ideas. Maybe I can run them by you later.
I knew I'd regret it.
Ever look up at the stars and wonder what it's like?
Time to take it to the next level.
An enhanced spell. Most welcome.
We've got plenty of tricks for old dogs. No excuses here.
New and improved. A timely enhancement. Let us...
Even a sorcerer can read, Catherine. Thanks, Hunter. I needed this.
Nice to get some fresh air. Hardly any cobwebs or ghosts out here.
A purely academic exercise. I can handle this. Things are moving right along. Defeating the forces of evil and all that. This won't end. Lilith doesn't care about you. I hope you realize that in time. A gift of ancient traditions. Been deceived by Lilith, and it may very well cost you your life. Prepare yourselves! I'm skeptical of your chances, but stranger things have happened. Watch closely. The light shines on the most dutiful. Watch and learn, my friends. I wouldn't get up if I were you. Let me show you the way. I fully intend to make this as miserable as possible for you. Fair warning. Follow my movements. Apparently our reputation isn't enough to scare off these so-called children of Lilith. Doubt they're paying you enough for what's about to happen. Preparation. I am Sorcerer Supreme. It's for the best, trust me. Let's give it a go. Hey, look who's awake.
I don't say this lightly, but nice work out there, Eddie. I hope you'll feel welcome amongst the Midnight Suns.
What do you mean, feel welcome? What have I been doing this whole time?
You've been a probationary member. Now,
So, you want me to do what? Give Johnny Blaze a call? On my Spirit of Vengeance cell phone?
Yeah, that's the general idea.
Whoa. I was joking.
We are not.
These cuffs of Cyttorak should allow the mirror table to access the innate link between you and your fellow Spirit of Vengeance, on loan from the demon who resides within our forge. I added aloe to avoid any chafing.
every other attempt we've made has failed.
We need Robbie Reyes today, as well as the writer, if we are going to find Blaze and the page.
Fine. So what do I do? Focus on Blaze or something?
Their spirits have connected.
Gee whiz, you think?
You cannot flee destiny. You cannot hide from me.
Or Lilith, it would seem.
We must go now, Hunter. The parchment of power must not be allowed to fall.
Got this. Buzz off, Sparky.
That was awesome. I never thought I'd be hunting Johnny Blaze.
Really? Hunting is all I do.
We're in a race to get Blaze before Hydra does. I just hope you reach him first. They're moving quite fast. We need to get the parchment from him. And don't take no for an answer.
I will handle that part.
Another meat puppet lady? You want the page so bad, why don't you come get it yourself?
Tempting. Truly. But I've already promised my children the privilege of tearing it from your soul.
What soul?
Hello, Mother.
You could have died on your feet, Johnny. Now look at you. But I'm not like that. Johnny Blaze is meant to suffer. It will be by my hand.
Turning over that page to Lilith, you do what you have to do.
There are many left to be judged.
You were too weak for this fight. I am impressed. Being on the receiving end of your wrath.
Do I look a bit younger to you?
judgment come.
Your fear is palpable. My children are coming for you.
Plan B.
These servants of Lilith have no souls to be judged. Hell is the only place for them.
Then let us send them home quickly.
Let's give it a go.
I saw something like that once, centuries ago. Some for the rest of us.
Way for vengeance!
Impressive. They haven't given up yet.
There can be no resistance.
eye on those altars. The Nest Mother channels Lilith through them.
That won't be enough to save her. Vengeance has come. Suffer the pain of vengeance.
Something.
I won't be dispatched.
You must know my reputation.
A reputation precedes us.
Change their plans.
If Lilith wanted that page, she should have come for it herself. But even she...
If Robbie were as cocky as his counterpart here, he wouldn't be nearly as likable. They're down, but I don't think you're out of the woods yet.
In the flesh, kid. What's left of it?
The page, Blaze. This time I will not be so tolerant.
Hold that thought. Soulless bastards must smell the damn thing on me.
My mother be damned.
Soulless don't give two rats about Lilith. Or even Kassan.
Who do they serve, then?
Good question. But right now, I got a better one. You want this? Is that what you're all here for? Well, here, have it! Tenebris ignis lux tenebris.
Wait,
in virtue
he's not reading the page.
Yes, he is. Get back! Things are about to get...
Queen Martha, where you get?
Heated.
Yes, they are. You still got some fight in you, Johnny. You just need a little encouragement from an old friend.
Goading him into reading from the Darkhold was not what we were hoping for.
Speak for yourself, lady.
A gift from ancient traditions.
Your fate is sealed. Your mother abandoned you. Feel my call. Prepare yourself. Now that was something. Behold the light gift!
My strength grows.
This is a serious predicament for you.
It's your time.
Not great, but not bad.
Chosen you. Fires of hell burn bright.
all coming back to me.
By the will of the old gods. I fully intend to make this as miserable as possible for you. Fair warning. We'll have to deal with a few more, I'm afraid.
The soulless may not be powerful, but they have the numbers to overwhelm you. Don't get cocky.
As if the Lilith were not enough. Now he's facing...
Makes no difference to me. Hell has room for everyone.
Carry the responsibility of Sorcerer Supreme with great ease, Doctor.
The light shines on the most dutiful.
Suffering begins.
To deserve that sort of punishment, their sins must be true horrendous.
Then you should have no trouble dispatching them. Then quickly.
You doom yourself by association.
A moment.
They cannot possibly match your strength. The light will heal you.
You've done me a great favor. Interesting tactic.
Return to your mother.
You may be reaching the end of their onslaught, but don't relax just yet.
I was just starting to enjoy myself.
I can only imagine what sins they were guilty of to deserve that.
This won't end well. Just what this battle requires. Hellfire is never a bad choice.
It looks as if you've weathered the storm. For now.
You survived. Ain't that something? I'll be in touch.
What? The guy really knows how to make an exit.
Hey, Hunter, when you get a chance, could you meet me at the chapel?
How old is this game? Everybody looks like a block.
Oh, this was a huge hit when I was a kid.
So you mean like last week?
Ha ha. Seriously, playing this game was invaluable training for becoming a real-life hero.
Except there's no Spider-Man in it.
And there's no Wolverine either. This was made when we were both free agents. But don't worry, we'll be video game stars one day.
Captain America can't jump that high in real life.
You okay? Doesn't sound like you're having any fun.
This game is ridiculous. I mean, they don't even have Thor in it.
I do not know any man as tough as you.
That's good for the old ego.
I'm so happy Robbie got to work alongside one of his idols.
Banner thinks he's so clever with this demonic barrier, but I promise you, I'm gonna have the last laugh.
This isn't about one-upmanship, Tony. Just let me focus, and I can get Hunter through the barrier.
What's the holdup?
Besides your incessant grumbling about Banner in my ear, I haven't yet found a way to properly shield the Hunter to pass through the barrier.
Yeah, sure. While you're working on your magic fairy dust, I'll figure out how we get the parchment back here. It's too dangerous to be left out there in the wild.
It's not fairy dust. That's all wrong for this job. And if this sanctum was still around, that would have been the perfect place to store the parchment.
Well, it's gone, and Banner's still out there taunting me. So let's hurry up and get some answers.
trust me. Are you just gonna stand there, or are you gonna take a seat?
You wanted to see me?
You won't believe this, but we did it.
Did what?
Remember that first account of Lilith corruption I found in the Book of Thoth?
You mean the story of the ancient pharaoh who was struck down with corruption and the traveling light worker who purified him?
That's the one.
Of course I remember.
Well, Magic and I finally transcribed the incantation the Lightworker used. And I'm pretty sure we can use it to finally remove your psycho mom's corruption over Wanda.
I have to say, I am impressed.
You mean that?
Yes, I do.
Thanks, Hunter. That means a lot coming from you. But before you heap on the praise, there's something I should tell you. Full disclosure, the reason the Lightworker died was because he had to take on all that dark energy into his body, and he just couldn't handle it. I tried finding a workaround, but all the texts on Chaos Magic said the same thing. Corruption can't be destroyed. It has to go somewhere or to, like, somebody. So whoever removes it from Wanda will also have to absorb it.
I will absorb it.
You will? You're not, like, scared you're gonna, like, fall to her darkness?
Lilith's darkness cannot corrupt me.
Right, because you are just so good and pure that you could never ever fall.
Correct.
Well, at least you're on board.
When is this happening?
As soon as we break back into Banner's lab. Oh, and just one more thing, so listen up because it's kinda crucial. I'm gonna need you to memorize the incantation and recite it verbatim when you see Wanda in his lab. It's the only way to subdue her. It goes... Ego sum tenebris et venunt in domum suam iubet dominus. Ego sum tenebris domum domini precepta ior. Think you can remember that, Hunter?
I can handle anything.
That's my favorite resurrected half-demon demon hunter. You need to memorize those lines as if your own life depends on it. Because it just might. Remember to study your lines, Hunter, because you do not want to screw this up. The legend walks among us.
Hunter, I've got a theory. Wanna hear it? My theory is that it's underappreciated work to be an awesome badass loner. I mean, did you see what happened when Blaze read the parchment aloud? That was an act of mad genius.
Maybe one day you will see Blaze for the man he truly is. I hope it comes soon.
I don't. The guy's a stone-cold legend. No reason why we should look for ways to tear him down. Especially after he saved our asses.
After all that, we still do not have the parchment. Without it, we cannot destroy it.
Here's the thing. He's got no one to rely on. It's just him out there, facing this stuff all alone. He's not gonna give us something like the parchment easily. I think we all need to cut him some slack.
Maybe we should all adopt his attitude. We are all fighting the same battle. Our backs are against the same wall. Perhaps our civility is holding us back.
I wish I could be a genius like him.
If we have to be more like Blaze in order to win this war, then so be it.
Seeing Blaze in action really solidified some things for me, Hunter.
And what is that?
I still got a long way to go if I ever want to make my mark as a spirit of vengeance.
Then you have work to do.
Yeah, I do. It's just hard to gain that kind of confidence when I'm always left on the sidelines. Anyways, I had to tune up the ride. She really took a beating out in the desert.
Autumn thinks otherwise. The goddess disagrees. Hiss does not seem to agree. There is only so much Hippus can do. Autumn must not see it that way. There must not be anything here. Set must not be listening today. If his help was warranted, Hippus would provide. hears but has no answers. Set has decided not to. Autumn does not answer. That is something. Curious. Perhaps I ask too much of you. The goddess must be busy. Set is a temperamental god.
The fool Blaze risks us all with his reckless antics, blindly wielding the parchment of power like a child with their first wooden sword. Who knows what horrors he could have unleashed? We are fortunate he did not destroy us all.
Had you not forced his hand, perhaps he would not have used it, Mother.
Men like Blaze need little justification for their actions, don't they? Besides, it was not I who set the Soulless upon you. It's bad enough you and your misguided heroes are hell-bent on keeping the parchment from me. If someone, something else were to get their hands on that wretched thing.
Wretched? You would speak ill of your precious Darkhold?
The Darkhold is many things. Precious is not one of them. The book has a will of its own. It enslaves and then destroys any soul foolish enough to try and tame it. no matter how strong they may think they are. Better to help me contain the damage, lest it consume us all.
That damned book already enslaved your soul centuries ago.
I do not hide from the choice I made, and I would gladly do it again 1,000 times over. One day I pray you will understand. The parchment of power will be found. The Darkhold will be made whole. He wills it so. Secret guardians, sorcerers, and tinkerers, your so-called family will shatter before the coming storm. But you and I will stand tall, precious child. United before the eye of the midnight sun.